Hey everybody, Kevin Anthony here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what it means when she invites you in. But before I do that, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Doing so greatly helps the channel, and I would love to continue to keep delivering great content to you. Okay. So you've all had this happen before. You go on a date, you're driving her home, and she invites you in. What exactly does that mean? Now, for some of you, you're probably thinking, well, of course it means sex, yeah! Well, not exactly. I will say this, if she does invite you in, it means that she is interested. That's the most important thing to understand. So women know pretty much right away when they meet you whether or not you are a possibility. And they make up their minds really, really quickly whether or not they would be willing to have sex with you. Celine has talked about this on the podcast before from a women's perspective, and she has outright said, yeah, we pretty much know in the first few minutes whether or not we're willing to have sex with you. So if she invites you in, then obviously that must mean she's going to have sex with you. Not exactly. What it means is she's interested in you and that she has decided that sex is a possibility with you. But here's the thing. What you do from that point on either helps you in that direction or it hurts you. And in my opinion, generally, if she's interested enough to invite you into her place, then that means the game is yours to lose. So that means that if you do things correctly, you most likely will have some sort of sex, make out, something with her. But everything you say and everything you do is either gaining you points towards that or subtracting points. Now, I have had many conversations with women about this, more than I can even tell you in a short video. But I have had so many conversations with women about this who tell me about their dating experience and tell me these exact things. They'll say, oh yeah, I was really attracted to him and I was really totally willing to have sex with him. And then he came in and he did this thing wrong and he did that thing wrong. And then he said this. And then I was like, oh my God. And everything that came out of his mouth made me unattracted to him. And I couldn't wait to end the date and get him out of my apartment. I have heard that many, many times. Now, if you're listening and you're a guy, you're probably thinking, well, okay, so, she's nitpicking everything. She's watching everything. This sounds like a lot of work. Well, yes and no. She's not necessarily nitpicking every little detail, but she is looking for something. So in other words, I'll give you a few examples. Are you approaching your time together from a place of being sort of an empowered masculine where you're leading the events but not being pushy, right? So one mistake men often make is they think, okay, she invited me in, so obviously there's going to be sex, and they just want to immediately dive right in and go for sex and like, how can I get in your pants, right? So that is not what you want to do. But at the same time, she doesn't want you to sit on the couch like an awkward wallflower and not do anything. So as a man, you have to find that balance. How can you guide and direct what's happening without feeling like you're being pushy or trying to take something that isn't being offered to you? So that's just one example. Another example is going too fast. So, if she decides that she's willing to go there with you, she generally wants, especially if it's the first time or, first date, second date, but in the very beginning, she generally wants you to move slowly. And this is a big complaint I hear from a lot of women. It's like, I invite him inside, he's not really doing anything, he's not really taking charge, so I start to initiate, and then all of a sudden, it's off to the races, and he wants to go for penetration within the first minute. So don't do that. So take charge, initiate, but move slowly. And those are a couple of examples of how you can lose the game. I literally just had a conversation with a friend of mine about this last week, which is what prompted this video. She told me the story about this man she was dating. And actually, I shouldn't say she was dating. It was a man she was spending time with who she was very much interested in wanting to date. And he was rather shy. He kept inviting her to things, but not really making any moves. So on this one particular occasion, finally, it became clear that they were both interested in each other, which she had been waiting for a while. So she invites him over to her place. And from that moment on, he did literally everything wrong that you could think of. And she went from, wow, I'm really interested in this guy and I really want to have sex with him, to please get him out of my apartment now and I'm not interested in going on another date with him. Now, granted, that might be a little bit of an extreme example, but that happens a lot. So guys, if she invites you in, it means she's interested and it means sex is on the table, but it's not a guarantee. And she wants you to take charge, but not be too pushy. She wants you to move slowly. She wants you to be respectful, and she wants it to unfold in a way that works for both of you. All right. So the next time you go out on a date and she says, oh, would you like to come in, or would you like to come up for some tea, or whatever words she uses, just know that's what she actually means.